In the early days of the internet, a vast expanse of information opened up, connecting people across the globe in ways previously unimaginable. It was a revolution, a digital frontier where ideas could be exchanged freely, and communities could form regardless of geographic boundaries. However, as the years rolled on, the internet evolved into a commercialized entity dominated by a handful of tech giants. The promise of decentralization and user empowerment began to feel like a distant ideal. Enter Web3, a movement that aims to reclaim the internet for its users, proposing a new paradigm built on principles of decentralization, user autonomy, and data ownership. Web3 is often described as the next iteration of the internet, one that leverages blockchain technology to create a decentralized web where users have control over their own data and digital identities. This vision of the future is not merely a technical upgrade. It represents a fundamental shift in how we interact online, how we perceive ownership, and how communities can thrive in a digital landscape. The question of whether Web3 truly represents the future of the internet is complex, inviting us to explore its potential impact on our online interactions, data ownership, and the very fabric of digital communities. To understand the implications of Web3, one must first consider the current state of the internet. Most users today navigate a landscape dominated by centralized platforms. Social media giants like Facebook and Twitter control vast troves of personal data, dictating the rules of engagement and monetizing user interactions. This centralization not only raises concerns about privacy and data security, but also creates an environment where users are often mere commodities, their attention sold to the highest bidder. In this context, Web3 emerges as a beacon of hope, promising to dismantle these monopolies and return power to the users. One of the most compelling aspects of Web3 is its focus on data ownership. In the current model, users surrender their data to platforms in exchange for services, often without fully understanding the implications. Web3 seeks to flip this narrative, advocating for a system where individuals retain ownership of their data and can choose how it is shared or monetized. This shift could lead to a more equitable digital economy, where users are compensated for their contributions and engagement. For example, platforms built on decentralized protocols, like the social network Mastodon, allow users to create their own instances, fostering a sense of ownership and community that is often lacking in traditional social media. Moreover, the emergence of decentralized finance, DeFi, within the Web3 ecosystem illustrates the potential for new economic models that prioritize user agency. DeFi platforms enable individuals to lend, borrow, and trade assets without the need for intermediaries like banks. This democratization of financial services could empower millions who have been excluded from traditional banking systems, particularly in developing regions. By eliminating barriers and providing access to financial tools, Web3 could reshape economic interactions and foster a more inclusive global economy. The concept of digital communities also undergoes a transformation in the Web3 landscape. Traditional social media platforms often create echo chambers, where algorithms dictate what content users see, leading to polarization and a lack of meaningful interactions. In contrast, Web3 encourages the formation of decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, which are community-driven entities governed by smart contracts. DAOs allow users to participate in decision-making processes, fostering a sense of belonging and shared purpose. For instance, the Constitution DAO aimed to purchase a rare copy of the U.S. Constitution through collective fundraising, illustrating how digital communities can come together for a common cause, transcending geographic limitations and traditional fundraising methods. However, the path to a fully realized Web3 is fraught with challenges. Skepticism remains regarding the scalability and usability of decentralized technologies. The user experience on many blockchain-based platforms can be cumbersome, deterring mainstream adoption. Additionally, the environmental impact of blockchain technology, particularly in proof-of-work systems, raises ethical questions about sustainability. Critics argue that without addressing these concerns, Web3 may struggle to gain traction beyond niche communities. Furthermore, the promise of decentralization does not automatically guarantee a utopian digital landscape. The potential for new forms of exploitation and inequality exists, as those with technical expertise may dominate the emerging Web3 ecosystem. The risk of creating new power dynamics, where a different set of gatekeepers emerges, remains a pertinent concern. Ensuring that Web3 is genuinely inclusive and accessible will require intentional efforts to educate users and create user-friendly interfaces that lower the barriers to entry. Despite these challenges, the potential impact of Web3 on online interactions is profound. Imagine a world where social media platforms are built on decentralized protocols, allowing users to curate their own experiences without algorithmic manipulation. Users could engage with content that aligns with their interests, fostering healthier online interactions. Furthermore, the ability to monetize content through decentralized platforms could incentivize creators to produce high-quality, authentic material, reducing the prevalence of sensationalism and misinformation that often plague traditional media. The vision of Web3 also extends to the realm of digital identity. In a decentralized web, individuals could have control over their digital identities, choosing what information to share and with whom. This could lead to a more secure online experience, where users are less vulnerable to data breaches and identity theft. Solutions like self-sovereign identity, SSI systems, empower users to manage their identities without relying on centralized authorities, fostering trust and security in online interactions. As we consider the future of digital communities in a Web3 world, the potential for collaboration and innovation becomes apparent. The decentralized nature of Web3 encourages experimentation, allowing communities to develop unique solutions tailored to their specific needs. For instance, artists and musicians can create and sell their work directly to fans through non-fungible tokens, NFTs, bypassing traditional gatekeepers in the creative industry. This direct connection fosters a sense of community and support, as fans can engage with creators in meaningful ways. Moreover, the rise of decentralized social networks presents an opportunity to cultivate diverse and vibrant online communities. Platforms like Lens Protocol enable users to create and share content while retaining ownership of their data. These networks prioritize user agency, allowing individuals to connect based on shared interests rather than algorithmic recommendations. As users reclaim their digital spaces, we may witness a renaissance of creativity and collaboration, where communities flourish without the constraints of centralized control. The interplay between Web3 and online interactions also raises important questions about accountability and governance. In a decentralized ecosystem, the responsibility for maintaining community standards and addressing harmful behavior shifts from centralized authorities to the community itself. This could lead to more democratic forms of governance, where users collectively establish norms and rules. However, this shift also necessitates thoughtful discussions about how to manage conflicts and ensure that all voices are heard in the decision-making process. As we navigate the complexities of Web3, it is essential to remain vigilant about its implications for society at large. The potential for increased data ownership and user empowerment must be balanced with considerations of equity and accessibility. Ensuring that marginalized communities are included in the Web3 movement is crucial for creating a truly inclusive digital landscape. Initiatives that prioritize education, outreach, and support for underrepresented groups can help bridge the digital divide and empower individuals to participate in shaping the future of the Internet. In conclusion, Web3 represents a compelling vision for the future of the Internet, one that seeks to reclaim agency, ownership, and community in the digital realm. Its potential impact on online interactions, data ownership, and digital communities is profound, offering a pathway toward a more equitable and inclusive Internet. While challenges remain, the movement toward decentralization and user empowerment is gaining momentum, inviting us to reimagine our relationship with technology and each other. As we stand on the precipice of this new digital frontier, The choices we make today will shape the internet of tomorrow. The question is not whether Web3 will define the future of the internet, but rather how we can collectively navigate this evolution to create a digital world that reflects our values and aspirations.